Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another Empties video. I'm gonna share with you every single thing that I've used up for the month of July. I have makeup, I have skincare, hair care, and of course food and snacks at the end. So let's get into it because there's a lot of stuff and it feels so good to actually finish up makeup. Like, I really do enjoy it now. I used to kind of dread it a couple of years ago. I was very much like someone who would buy like 3 backups of a product I loved, but I really learned that if I want to try new things, I got to use them up first and then go out and get a new one. So that's kind of been my system lately, and I've finished up quite a few products this year. I'm really happy about it. I got my makeup in here. This was a good month. I have kind of a little grip of products here. So first I do want to share, I have this little Eco Tool sponge and it ripped. I was washing it one day and it just kind of gave out on me, but I have to say it lasted a while. I think I had this a few months, so I mean it's not that expensive. It was like I think $7-8. I like this sponge. It's different than the Beauty Blender in the sense that I feel like it's a little softer. Like the material it's made of is a little less porous. I feel like it absorbs less product than the Beauty Blender does. So I have repurchased this sponge, and the only reason it ripped on me was because I was kind of washing it aggressively. So yeah, that was kind of my fault. I don't think it was the actual sponge, but it's kind of cool to look inside. Like, why is that so cool? I don't know. It looks like Play-Doh. It kind of feels like Play-Doh too, but this was a great sponge. It blends everything flawlessly, and it makes your foundation kind of look a little bit more blended. This right here is my favorite concealer from the drugstore. It is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser Treatment with Goji Berry. That's the full name. It's really good for just kind of canceling out any discoloration you have underneath your eyes. I don't really use it all the time. Like, I don't wear concealer every day, but I do love it for those times where I feel like I need a little extra help or just a little bit of brightening underneath the eyes. This is so excellent for that. I love this one because it also works with my skin texture. I have very dry skin, and sometimes concealer can really make or break my look. It can be too cakey, but this one is very thin and I find that it blends out very nicely. Even if I set it with powder, it still looks great. So it just gets the job done for me, and it's also under $10, which is amazing. I did recently talk about this in my last video. I'll link it down below in case you haven't seen it yet. It's a makeup starter kit video. I finished up another e.l.f. clear lip lacquer. It is no longer clear, as you can see towards the end. It's kind of inevitable. It does get really messy and gunky towards the end, but I still love this. It's $2 at the drugstore. You can't beat that price for just a basic clear lip gloss, and this looks so pretty no matter how you wear it. I wear this with a little lip liner. I wear this by itself, and it just looks so juicy. It makes your lips look very nice and shiny, and the texture is kind of different because it feels plush on the lips. You can actually feel it coating your lips. It's very hydrating. It's not sticky, but it's not weightless either, basically. You guys, oh my gosh, this is a good product right here. I'm really into these now. It's from Colourpop. It's called their Cream Gel Liner, and this shade I have is called Get Paid. It's like a light copper bronzy shade. I'm not wearing it today. This is an Urban Decay liner. I think it's called Torched or something. This is actually a very metallic finish. I wore it in my last video. If you haven't seen that, I did talk about this in there too, so I'll keep it brief. Basically, I bought this because I was trying to find a nice dupe for my Maybelline Striking Copper liner, and this is kind of it. I feel like the formula is not as waterproof, but it is pretty waterproof. At the end of the day, I do have to remove it with some Q-tips. I like to wear waterproof liner usually in my waterline just to make sure it stays put all day. This is not quite the same color as Striking Copper, but I still like Get Paid because it's still very warm tone, it's metallic, and it still has somewhat of a bronzy tone to it, so I feel like it really makes my eye color pop. The formula is creamy, so the tip does break off and crumble a little bit, but I'm willing to put up with that because it is waterproof and it does stay put in my waterline. I wore this the other day to Disneyland and it stayed put the whole entire time, so I was very impressed with that. I do love the price. It's also very affordable, like Maybelline. I think it was around $6.50, $7. I'm so glad I tried this. I definitely will repurchase it, and I think I might try a couple more shades because why not? I mean, it's all under $10, and that's how Colourpop gets you. Everything is like pretty affordable. affordable, but this is so worth it. And I do want to get that California Love palette because I'm from here. I was born and raised here, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that palette looks so cute. So I am going to place an order soon. This is kind of a rare empty. I don't run out of lash glue every day because I don't wear lashes all the time, so I kind of keep them a special occasion type of thing. I hate taking off lashes. It is like one of my least favorite things about makeup, so I don't mind putting them on. It's taking them off that I hate. But anyway, this is some black duo lash glue. I like duo. It works well for me. I've used the clear one before, but I usually wear liner, so I like to have it black just to match my eyeliner, and it does keep the lashes on. I did go on a couple of fast rides at Disney, and my lashes were like flapping in the wind, but they stayed on. So last makeup product here is my Milani Stay Put eyebrow pencil. This is their sculpting pencil. It has kind of a wide tip to it. It reminds me a lot of the Anastasia wide tip brow wiz or whatever. I forgot what it's called, but it's kind of like similar to that. It also has a nice spoolie on the end, which is great for brushing the color in the brows. I'm not wearing this today in my brows because I ran out of this yesterday, so I just ran out of this, and the shade I have is medium brown. I think it's a little too deep for me, so if I do repurchase, I want to see the color that's before this one. I think it's taupe maybe. I might get that one, but I do want to repurchase this because it does last in my brows all day, and I do feel like it's nice and blendable. So it worked well. I liked it. I did a whole review of like new Milani products a few months back when they released a ton of new stuff, and this was one of the things I really liked and ended up finishing. Stuff, some skincare stuff, body care. Let's just get into it. I'm gonna pull right off the top here. This is the Renpure Sea Minerals Dry Shampoo. I finished this stuff all the way up. I have color treated hair, so I don't wash it every day with regular shampoo. This is what I use to keep it clean in between washes, and I love the Renpure brand of dry shampoo. They did rebrand now, so this one isn't available anymore, which kind of sucks because I loved it and I liked how it smelled. It didn't it had just kind of like a clean, a little of a powdery scent, but it didn't bother me at all. I really liked it. This is one of the best dry shampoos I've ever used, and the fact that it's like $7 at Target is so awesome because I think it's just good quality in general, not just good for drugstore. Like, this is just really good stuff. It gets the oil out of your hair. It doesn't leave a white cast. It leaves your roots kind of looking matte, and it does give you a little volume in your hair too. And this can lasted me, I want to say like 2 months, and I use this stuff like almost every day. So I mean, I really use it and it lasts a long time. I love it. You can find it at Target. I haven't seen it anywhere else but Target. Maybe Ulta might sell it. I'm not too sure though. So I will link it down below for you guys. We got some body wash here. This is the Billie body wash. I use this brand of razors still. I still have the subscription. I'm still loving my razors from them. And they do have a line of body care products. I think it's not very many, but they have a nice body wash, and they also have a shaving gel, which I did use up too, shaving cream. It smells like grapefruit juice and it lathers well. I did really like this stuff. It's like, I think 10 bucks on their website. I'm not quite sure, but I did like it. I would recommend it to anybody who needs a good body wash, but the only thing is that I am personally trying to stay away from fragrance products because of my eczema. So I'm not going to repurchase it, but I did like it. I did really like it. I haven't used a scented body wash in so long. I've just been using unscented soap. I also tried out their shaving cream. This has aloe vera in it. I found it to be really moisturizing. I actually liked the cream. The cream doesn't have fragrance in it, I don't believe, and it does also have shea butter. So anything with shea butter, I really like how my skin just kind of soaks it all up. This was excellent. It's not foaming. It doesn't feel like your average shaving cream. It's just kind of like a lotion that you put on before you shave, and I loved this. I would recommend this too to anybody. This right here is the Target up&up brand eye makeup remover. It's the compared to Neutrogena one. It's like $5. It's a little cheaper. I like this so much because it does remove liquid lipstick. It removes eyelash glue, glitter. I do wear a lot of glitter on my eyes, and this will take it all the way off. So it's great to have on hand, and if you wear a full face of makeup, it is handy to just kind of get everything off at the end of the night. I also used up this Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Pink Juice Moisturizer. There is a little bit left, so I'm gonna try to like just take the cap off and leave it upside down, but I pretty much only have like one more use out of it, so I figured I would show you guys. Look at this gorgeous packaging. I think I might keep this bottle. I love glass, you guys. But anyway, this was not hydrating enough for my skin. I have very dry skin, so I did enjoy the scent of this. Like, it has a watermelon, like light watermelon scent, and it does feel good. But the sleeping mask, the watermelon sleeping mask, is more my pace, because that one is much more it's a little thicker. It feels a lot more of what my skin needs. This one, my skin just like soaked it right up. So I actually used this underneath my makeup as a primer. And that's how I ended up using it all the way, because it just was not enough for me at all. But I'm sure if you have normal skin or oily skin, this would be like perfect for you. But my dry skin people out there, I think I would recommend the sleeping mask on top, in addition to like a nice rich moisturizer. Since we're on Glow Recipe, I see right here I have the Ultrafine Mist. This was the Watermelon Glow Mist. This stuff is beautiful. It just not only is like visually pleasing, like it's so nice to just see, like it's so cool. Like, I don't know, I thought it was really cool to spray a cloud of watermelon on my face, but it also left a glow on the skin. I used this in quite a few Get Ready With Me's. If you want to see it in action, I'll try to find a video where I used it, because you can really see the difference it made when in the skin. I felt like you could really see the glow after using just a couple sprays of it. So if you have dry skin especially, I would totally recommend this. Oily skin people, you might not really need this, but if it sounds fun to kind of have like a watermelon spray, and if you like hydrating mist type of products, you'll like this. Basically, it's a hydrating mist. I mean, it's not gonna replace a moisturizer or anything, but I also use this kind of as a primer for makeup, and it worked really nicely for that. At the end of the day, I would purchase this one. This one was the winner for me, because it's quicker. You just spray it on and you get this beautiful glow. You get this nice hydration. I really am a big fan of hydrating sprays. That's just me. I really like spray products in general. So I like this one personally. This was so much more my pace, and it's fun. It's also really fun to just see like a cloud of like watermelon in front of you. Like, it's so cool. I really like this. So thank you to Glow Recipe for letting me try these products out. One more makeup remover product. I tried this from Bliss. It was like, I think $8 or $9 at Target, so I could not resist. And I loved the packaging. It just looked really pretty. I might just keep this and use it for something. I don't know. I like to recycle pretty packaging. But anyway, this is the Makeup Melt Dry Wet Gentle Jelly Cleanser with rose flower. It doesn't really smell like anything to me. I really do like the way this removed my makeup. It does have a jelly consistency, so it's not as like greasy or thick as some of the other cleansing balms I've used. It was kind of a new thing for me. It was different. I had to get used to the texture, but once I did, I basically just put on a pump or two, depending on how much makeup I had on the day, rubbed it onto dry skin, and I didn't need to wet it, because the balm, you know, the balms, you need to like wet them to emulsify them. This, I didn't have to do that. You just put it onto dry skin, so it was pretty cool. I liked that about it. It was different, and then I would just take a washcloth to wipe it all off. I would totally buy this again. I think it's great for a makeup remover, an affordable one at the drugstore. But right now I'm using a Skin Fix one. So I always go to new cleansing balms. Like, I can never just stick with one. Even if it's good, I like to try new ones all the time. So I tried a new one, but I will probably get this again sometime in the future. It did work well at removing the makeup, and I like the price. This is my man's deodorant, but I did also use this. Okay, I know that's kind of gross, right? But I like the way it smelled. This is Old Spice Pure Sport. I like this. It was great. I mean, it really is, I think, better protection than my women's deodorant that I have. I used up a Dove one. Yeah, let me talk about that while I'm at it. I was trying to buy the aluminum free one, but I ended up accidentally buying the regular one. So this is just regular Dove deodorant. It's the Cool Essential scent. It smelled kind of like florally cucumbers. I like the scent of this a lot, but I don't feel like it worked very well at being long lasting. And this one was like $5, like $5.50 or something. And then this one was my boyfriend's Old Spice Pure Sport Plus Extra Strong. And this actually works so much better. I mean, I know it says stronger defense, but I could not believe that this one is like I think he paid, I want to say, no more than $4 for this, and it works 10 times better. So I just wanted to shout out like men's deodorant. I have a random candle because I have to talk about this. You guys, I love Marshall's candles. They are always like under 10 bucks. Sometimes you can buy the big ones for 15, but I found a really good scent that I always find at the store. Like, it's always there. I really like this Sand and Fog brand. If you ever see it, they usually have a lot of different scents, but Teakwood, this is my favorite one. I always come back to this. Whenever I see Teakwood candles there, I usually try to get at least 1 or 2 of them because I know I'm gonna burn them. I know I'm gonna love it every time. It burns evenly. It has a really nice throw. It fills up like my whole, you know, space here, and it just smells so, it smells so good. It's like, to me it's very relaxing, but to others it might be overpowering. It's more of a musky kind of, I guess, traditionally masculine scent, but I like stuff like that. I love those scents that would be considered guy scents. I absolutely love Teakwood, and I always get compliments. Like, whenever I have friends or family over, they're like, oh, your place smells so nice, and who knew you would have 3 cats? You know what I mean? Like, you can't tell around here because I got my Teakwood. So I love it. I have repurchased it. It's like $8 at Marshall's. And I wanted to, speaking of cats, share some kitty products with you guys. I've talked about this one before. This is the Arm & Hammer litter deodorizer. It's like $4 at Target. I like to sprinkle this on the top of the litter sometimes to kind of deodorize, and to, I'm very strict about cleaning those boxes. But sometimes when I gotta leave before going to class or something, I'm gone for a few hours, and if they happen to go while I'm gone, it will absorb the scent, so I don't come home to it smelling, you know, like litter. But this is like a nice little helper. Number 1 tip, just clean your box daily, but if you can't, or if something gets in the way, this deodorant will help. Okay, so the last thing I have here is something that is too cute. They're these little kitty popsicles. I call them kitty pops. They're tuna with salmon, and I got them on chewy.com. So I did share these on Instagram a while ago. I shared some videos of my cats having these, and I just put them in my freezer, and when it's really hot, they love this, just like as a little treat. It's just kind of like an extra fun thing, and it's like a little, it's basically like a cat Go-Gurt. All right, we made it to the end of the video where I talk all about snacks and non-dairy stuff. So this is like the fun treats in my life that I like to share with you guys. So let's get into it. The first thing I have is some Halo Top, and this is the non-dairy version. Target carries a bunch of these vegan non-dairy Halo Top flavors, and they have the most that I've seen out of everywhere, which is really fun and cool because I didn't know they had so many non-dairy flavors. And this one is cookie dough. So I love cookie dough ice cream. I used to eat it when I was a kid all the time, and I was hoping that this was going to be like the chunky cookie dough little bites, but it wasn't like that. It was actually, I had like maybe 1 or 2 little cookie dough balls in here, so I was a little disappointed. It did taste good though, but I will say this, I recently bought the almond toffee crunch one, and that one's like so much better. I love that one compared to this, so I don't think I'll be getting this one again, but I still finished it. I still ate it. Okay, this right here, this was so awesome to me because it's non-dairy whipped cream, and in the summertime I gotta have my strawberries and whipped cream. I thought this was amazing because I haven't had like whipped cream. I don't get whipped cream very often, you know what I mean? So to have this almond flavored one was excellent. It does taste kind of like almonds, but it's really enjoyable. It has the same texture as regular Reddi whip does, and it's really convenient. It's just like whipped cream. You don't have to make it yourself or anything, and it comes made already. I love it. I love it so much. Okay, so I have almond milk while we're at it. I'll just keep going with the non-dairy stuff. This is the Trader Joe's brand almond milk. It's the almond beverage vanilla unsweetened. I love the unsweetened stuff because you can use this in so many recipes and different things. Like I prefer the unsweet so that I use it for my fruit smoothies. I think this is it for my non-dairy stuff. This is the butter I use. It's vegan. It's from Earth Balance, and I like to get the organic whipped one because the texture is so much more realistic to butter, and I like that. It's kind of got that easy, smooth kind of texture to it. Some of the vegan butters can be very hard, and you have to let them kind of soften a little bit. This one, you don't have to let it soften. It's already soft, so that's why I buy the whipped one, and I get this at Sprouts usually, but I think Trader Joe's has it too. I'm blanking right now, but I'm pretty sure they have it too. You guys, I finally found a vegan spicy chip that actually tastes really good, okay? I like the vegan Rob, don't get me wrong, that was good, but this is so much better. This is from a brand called Paqui, and it's their fiery chili limon flavor. They have other flavors too. I think they have like a habanero one, but I haven't tried it yet. So far this is my favorite. I've repurchased this like 3 times, you guys. It's so bad. My boyfriend and I will eat this bag, like we'll kill the bag in one night. My good old backup classic, Trader Joe's Veggie Crisp. I always like to have these around too for like a crunchy snack. I'm such a snacky midnight snacker person. Like I have to have crunchy stuff around me. Like I just like crunching. I don't know what's wrong with me, but yeah, these are good for just having a crunchy little snack around. They're like $2. This right here is, oh, this is another one I wanted to show you. Trader Joe's has these ghost pepper potato chips, and these are actually pretty spicy, but you have to eat a lot of them to feel spicy. I love these. They taste so good. They're like kind of peppery, like they taste like black pepper, but with like an extra kick, and like they have a little bit of a waffle fry vibe. Like they're kind of like they're cut like that, you know. I like them. They're really crispy, they're spicy. That's all I need in my life. Okay, next up is something that's new from Trader Joe's. This is their cold brew coconut cream latte vegan dairy-free coffee beverage. I didn't like this. It tasted too much like coconut. Like I didn't taste any coffee at all, and it wasn't cheap. I think this little can is like $3. I mean, I know it's not like too expensive, but for something that's cold brew coffee, I want it to taste like coffee, so I was disappointed in this. Okay, so the last 2 things I have are both from Sprouts. This is my favorite Gardein crispy 7-grain tenders. I love these so much. They're just kind of like an easy meal for when I don't want to cook, but lately it's been so hot that I haven't been making these because I don't want to turn my oven on. I've tried a lot of different Gardein products, and most of them are really good. Like I have to say, as a brand, I think they taste great in general, but the crispy 7-grain crispy tenders are my favorite thing. And I like to do meatless Mondays, so this is kind of like my meatless Monday thing for when I don't want to cook. So when I'm lazy, having a lazy meatless Monday, these are really good. And they are vegan too, for anyone who is vegan. I am dairy free as of right now, but I do like to practice meatless Mondays. And last up, I have these little acai berry packets. These are so good. If you haven't tried these yet, I would recommend it if you're into smoothie bowls, or if you just like to make your own smoothies at home. This is like a really easy way to do it because it's already pureed in a packet. You just kind of have to semi-thaw it out, pop it in the blender with whatever other fruits or veggies you want, and you have your bowl like already made for you. This stuff is really good. Like it tastes awesome. It tastes, and it also kind of gives you like energy, like a boost of energy. So I like to make smoothies in the morning. Sometimes I don't feel like cooking breakfast, like cooking, you know. I just like want to throw stuff in my blender and call it a day, put it in my big cup and go, you know. So I like this for that, but they also can work for smoothie bowls if you want to do like a little acai bowl like the picture has right here. All right guys, well that's it for today's video. If you have anything you finished up you want to let me know about, tell me in the comments down below, or if you just want to tell me like your favorite chips, I would love to hear your recommendations. You can let me know that too. I can't wait to hear from you guys. I hope you're doing well, and as always, thank you so much for watching.